2020 again. 2023. Real talk. Oh. Yes, people, welcome back to Never a Foul. It is the Chelsea-Arsenal preview, the Battle of London. Sorry, Tottenham, you're not included on this one. Guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts as well as we're on the way to 20k subscribers. So then, the Premier League's back. International break is over. Thank goodness for that. Is this game a foregone conclusion? Arsenal looking to challenge for the title. You've got Chelsea here. 3 wins on the bounce, getting a bit of confidence. Sometimes timing can be a beautiful thing. How are we seeing this game going into Saturday, man? Them?
We already know. We just told you on the one that fucked up.
Like I'm repeating myself.
This is take 2. Deja vu.
Damn.
Take 2.
Honestly.
Oh my God.
The pain in my chest right now is real.
Pain is the essence.
But yeah, man. How are we thinking about this game? Chelsea, Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal are the ones going for the title. Chelsea are wanting to get a morale win victory, but they've won the last 3 games. Cass, come to you first. Let's roll the dice.
Hey, I feel like I'm repeating myself.
That's what I'm going to say the whole show.
I think this is a game where tactics go out the window. So whatever game plan Arteta comes with, or Pochettino comes with, since it is a derby, right?
True.
No, it's going to go out the window. I don't think there's going to be anyone that's going to be more dominant than the other. I think it's going to come down to moments. And if you're going to talk about moments, who has more moments in them, right? It's going to be Arsenal, right? We expect Arsenal to win this. Respectfully, they have gone there in the last, 5 years.
They've got some good results.
And it's got some good...
The Kante slip always comes into the back of my head.
Yeah. I think that's where it's kind of started off,
Sorry,
roughly.
the what slip?
Kante slip.
Remember
Gerrard slip.
Both of them slipped. One
The
cost him a
only slip.
title, one didn't.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Martinelli
Gerrard
scored that
slip.
goal.
Yeah, Martinelli scored.
Well, it's cried. The Scousers dream as
Wow,
a
A
fucking
non-United song.
City win 5 in a row, and we're all singing Enzeco.
Yeah, great. Always makes it about Man City.
I
but
do.
Chelsea.
I do.
No,
It's all I know.
no,
All I
no.
know. No. So I said before the international break how this is the test for Chelsea because they before the international break 3 wins on the bounce.
Yeah.
And they're starting to simmer. I won't say cook. Right. And obviously we're looking at their run of games now and we're thinking, where are they going to get the points there?
Yeah, it's true.
Now, Arsenal are my favourites. I think Arsenal are going to win this. But there's also something in the back of my head that's saying it's not a foregone conclusion, right? And I think Chelsea's players and fans know that if they do get something out of this, then their season is fully started. This is where the season starts. Okay, it isn't that we got 3 wins because of the teams we were playing. We are starting to cook.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it is for me.
It is a confidence thing as well. I think, like Cass said earlier, hunger, derby form goes out the window. Pochettino as well with a bit of a point to prove. You know, his record against the top 6 when he was at Spurs wasn't so great, but now he's he's been to PSG. I know he's won a couple trophies there, but mentally as well, he will want to get the win over Arsenal because he's had that. He's like, when you can't sleep at night and you're tossing and turning in your bed. That's what Chelsea fans are like with Pochettino right now. Some are in favour of him. Some are a bit like, but a win over Arsenal will do so much for his confidence and the team as well. And that's how I think.
You know when you say these sayings, right? We just roll with them afterwards. But then if you actually think it's nothing like that at all. But yeah.
No, but I hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right now with Ten Hag as well, since we want to make it about Man United or City, right? Might as well make it a thing.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like,
he's got a point to prove to the fans.
No.
He's got a point to prove to the fans, and if he's got a point to prove to himself and the squad as well, that he can tactically outsmart one of the better managers in the league. You know, I'm not being funny. Like I will make a point. Ten Hag did it at Old Trafford against Arsenal. Even at that point, Arsenal weren't exactly
we were under
established.
pressure.
So why can't you do it with another squad
A year on
as well?
Yeah, but no, Arsenal a year on. Arteta's a year on.
Yeah.
Arteta's
They've
growing.
grown. Yeah. I feel
Arteta's
like
But
the team's
growing.
grown.
I've seen Ange come into Tottenham
Yeah.
with technically a
No, you're
worse
right.
squad and go to their stadium and give them a better game than most teams have this season.
Not wrong at all.
First
Yeah.
season.
Is that
bounce.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna say is Poch has got a lot to prove right now. And I know,
Yeah.
look, you look at the type of opposition that both teams have played. Respectfully to Chelsea, I'm not slandering them or nothing, but you've only played Luton,
Yeah.
Burnley.
He drew
I'm talking about their
Bournemouth
wins.
away,
Yeah.
and then the wins Fulham,
Brighton B
Brighton,
team.
and then
Um,
Burnley away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Do you
right
know-
now, they've got to be just more clinical. I don't think there's nothing wrong with the football. The football's fine.
Yeah, it's actually
The
been
chance
pretty
creation
good.
is actually not that bad.
I
It's
agree
just
with
the
you on
final
that.
third. You know when you ever go into a game, right? And especially as us two, we always see it. You miss the first few easiest chances
Yeah.
galore.
You know the other
And then
team
you're
are going
like,
down the other end of scoring.
there's going to be a moment.
Yes, it's a
And I
dagger.
think that's something that Chelsea need to overcome. And maybe it is something they're overcoming when it's got like Cole Palmer now is in a team who Poch was actually bigging up, by the
Yeah.
way, and saying that he's a surprise. He surprised him.
Yeah.
Sterling, who's still on decent form.
This
You know?
is, and
With
I agree
Sterling
with you, and
going
this is where I
into
look at it, because I think if you're a Chelsea fan going into the game, a few Chelsea fans I spoke to have said that, you know, they're happy to take a point and they think that would be a good result right now, where I think some Chelsea fans are silently saying, you know, timing is a beautiful thing and we could just catch Arsenal maybe at the right time off the international break. You know what it's like when some big teams go into games. I remember Liverpool, they were playing half 12 quite a lot after the international break and they weren't quite getting the results sometimes. But for Arsenal, where they want to be right now, you know, when you play these big six sides away from home, you want to be picking up points against at least some of them. And when I look at the list of the teams right now and, you know, where Chelsea are right now, yes, they're on an upward curve, but they're not the Chelsea. Arsenal should be going into this game for me if they want to challenge for the title and compete with Man City, thinking, do you know what, if we turn up and play our best and Chelsea play to their best, we can beat them on the day. And I think Arsenal will be going there thinking they want to get 3 points. You've been in title races yourself, and when you look at Man City, you always look at the away games and think, you know, you want to go there and get points away from the big six. So
I think
when you look at Arsenal, it's not a must-win, but them getting a draw and having Newcastle in 2 weeks' time, they don't want to drop points in 2 out of the next 3 games potentially.
No, I think if you look at when you're in a title race, it's about trying to get as many points against the top 6 that you can, right? And look, Arsenal's last game at home to City, 3 points. They can now look at that and go, all right, even if we go to the Etihad and we lose, it's kind of a zero balance. Right? In this one, you go to Chelsea and pick up 3 points away from home. You're then thinking, well, I'm pretty confident we're going to get 3 at the Emirates. That's 6 points off of Chelsea.
Banked.
Yeah, banked, pretty much banked. Because that is, you should be, if you're in a title race, for me, your home games against, you should be banking them.
I totally agree with
sorry, we're banking this, we're winning this. Even more so if you're looking business end of the season. Look, if you can't pick up 3 points at home against the bigger teams, then, well, against every
Technically
team,
don't deserve
be
to
fair with
win
you,
the
against
title in
every
the end
team,
of it.
then
Yeah.
it's should you be in a title race? Because when it gets to business end, home games, you're like 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points.
Yep.
I look at this game and like I said, I think Arsenal will win it, but I think there are a lot of interesting duels across the pitch.
Yes.
I think obviously, look, there's probably a conversation sooner or later. Twitter will start doing the Caicedo Rice comparison.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's already happened, isn't it?
Yep.
Probably has, to be fair.
The midfield. Let's talk on the midfield battle.
Do you know what? And I'd actually say, is Odegaard. It depends how Arsenal play, and I have a feeling in this game Arsenal might possibly go with Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Havertz in the kind of false 9, and there's something that is telling me that Havertz might have a say in this game.
Yeah, former club, point to prove. Yeah,
And you're going off a key moment of one of the biggest games, if not the biggest
coming
game of
on,
the season.
making an impact, winning the ball. I think controlling it down, laying it off. Got the assist for
You got to
Martinelli.
think, how is it? You got to think of it like this: Saka potentially out. Yeah, we don't know if he's going to be back or not. And obviously, I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but wonder why.
Well, we don't know if he is back or not, and that's a good thing. We're not talking on it now.
Havertz,
I really am repeating myself.
Yeah, Havertz up top. You got to think what suits Raya as well if he's to start. And Raya clearly there was a game planning against Man City who was tactically more dominant,
direct.
In possession. Really and truly, were meant to be more dominant. So how are you gonna bypass a midfield? Because let's face it, possession-wise, Chelsea's stats, if you want to go by stats, as well by eye, they have one of the, I think as a team they got the most possession.
Yeah.
in actually,
Pochettino
like,
team.
Chelsea's
2 or 3 in
press
the league.
like high press.
I think it's my answer to that is they've not had a functional front three. They keep
Yeah,
interchanges.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
had like a rhythm to get like a full press. But Pochettino's team, when he was even at Tottenham, big on possession, big on the pressing as well. And I think when we look at the midfield battle, let's look at it. It's going to potentially be Enzo, Caicedo and Conor Gallagher, because obviously at the moment he's captaining the side. You don't really change a midfield that's winning games. And then you could have the Declan Rice, Thomas Partey and Odegaard midfield. If you guys are looking at the midfield, I think there's some interesting duels there, like you said. I look at Enzo and I sort of compare him to the Thomas Partey, and I look at Caicedo, I look at him as the Rice, and obviously you got Odegaard against Gallagher. Odegaard obviously outshines him in that department 100%, but I think that is going to be a very interesting midfield battle. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. However, I think physically, that's where Arsenal do outdo Chelsea for me on the physical side of things.
PNP, commentator's favourite words. Like I'm repeating.
I'm just thinking of it there. When you're saying it, I'm trying to think of who you'd compare with who.
Yeah, so I think
And
Rice goes with Caicedo and Partey goes with Enzo.
Yeah, you're gonna
The passes,
do.
yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know.
but I mean,
who's
you
going
probably
10?
play.
Gallagher.
I mean,
Gallagher and
Partey.
Odegaard.
Hold on,
Advanced
but Partey, would you say plays deeper?
But I'm
Then
thinking about the
Rice.
profiles of the
See,
players.
see,
Profile of the
Yeah,
players.
See, this is
profile
mad.
of the players.
You say this now. When Partey come on, did he not go in a 6 and then Rice went in an 8?
Yeah,
That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying.
So
The
position-wise, you
Caicedo's
guys
more
are
the
right.
6 and
But
Enzo's the 8,
profile-wise,
but profile, I
yeah,
get
I'm still
what you're
taking
saying.
Rice.
say again?
Still having Rice over Enzo.
You still having Rice over
Oh,
Enzo?
100 million
Yeah,
percent.
we're definitely going to
I'm
get
having
to a,
Rice over Enzo.
Okay, we're definitely
Yeah,
going to get
that's
to a
nice, man.
combined
If-
11 actually later on.
Yeah, I
100%.
would.
We'll save it. We'll let the tea brew.
Sound of what you're saying.
But yeah.
I think Sterling's in good form. I think Mudrik's coming back, right? He's starting to, maybe show a few signs, but Sterling's been in quite good form this season. But Cole Palmer's probably the one.
He's a
that
game
everyone's-
changer, man.
Yeah, Cole Palmer's a game changer for me.
So you're looking at... So yeah,
feel like Cole
key
Palmer's
player
the-
in attack, you're going Cole Palmer, the
I
game changer for
think
Chelsea.
not so. Here's the thing: not so much in attack. I think Cole Palmer is the missing piece at Chelsea, and it sounds
Okay.
mad with the players they've got. Right, the players they've bought. Who would have thought there'd be Cole Palmer coming in that would make things click? Yeah,
He's sort of
But
the link between midfield and attack.
he is. He can
Mm.
drop deep and get involved and knows to make the right decisions.
Yeah, in the
but then
pockets.
further forward, I think he is the missing piece to this Chelsea. Certainly for now. I mean, and I'm very interested to see what happens to him when Nkunku comes back. But I think Cole Palmer's shown
Or
a
use
lot
him
of
as a
signs.
playmaker.
Do you know what I find very interesting is that Cole Palmer's come in and he's locked it down, Cass. On the right wing, he's come in, made an impact, goals, assists, picking up the ball in the pockets, winning fouls. He's playing like a mature 27-year-old, even though he's not. But where Chelsea have a bit of a question mark is Brozier came in against Fulham, scored, started against Burnley, came off. Jackson came on and scored. We probably know that it's going to be Sterling and Cole Palmer, even though Mudryk obviously is finding form, but it's a big game. Sterling understands the fixture. It will be Raheem Sterling for me, I think, on the left, especially after the way he played against Burnley.
I'm playing
But
Brozier, man.
when you go up front,
I'm playing
who are you
Brozier.
picking, Broha or Jackson?
Brozier or Brozier. I think it's Brozier. How you say his name? Brozier. He's a common boy. This game means more to him than it does Jackson. I've not been impressed by Jackson other than a few bits of fundamentals. I just think Brozier's got more of a point to prove than what Jackson does. Like, in my opinion, it's just
I agree.
I like I said, tactics go out the window. Forget that. I want to know who wants to win this game. I see Jackson's head dropped way too many times this season.
And you think Brozier
And
throw
Brozier's
himself
I
about?
everyone likes a hungry player, man, and I think
Yeah.
he's hungry. He's got a point. Again, he wants to establish himself. Just come back from a long injury. He had a good, against Fulham.
Brozier.
Against Fulham, he had a good game. I'm pretty sure he didn't score against Burnley. I know he
No,
played
no,
though.
yeah.
But getting back to full, I'm playing him.
Okay.
I'm not playing Jackson.
Do you feel like at the moment, even though Jackson's first season will give him a bit of time, do you feel like Brozier's got obviously grown up in England as well? He understands the fixture, like he said, but physically running the channels, he'll get
More of a
himself about.
target
He
man.
thinks more of a target man.
Think of
Yeah,
Saliba and Gabriel against Jackson. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, mate.
yeah, they're eating him
And
alive.
then,
in them duels.
I'm sorry. I'd rather someone that's going to back up on
Yeah.
Saliba and Gabriel and try to create like Hoyland did when
Catch
he
a
first
little
come
wine
on.
and that.
And just cry. The whole point is just to try to
dirty,
create space.
Yeah,
for
no,
the
I hear
midfield.
you. And then Jackson could be obviously with a pace element, come on in the last 30 minutes.
Well, if they're chasing the game, I think Jackson's probably perfect to bring on. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Probably
I
Like,
think Brozier just has more presence
yeah.
Mm.
at the moment, more of a target man, and with the other players they've got there at the moment, especially if you look in Sterling, he's not, he's actually quite strong.
yeah, he is.
He's not, for me, he's
Ben
not a
White
target
kryptonite.
man. He's not a target man. Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be interesting on that side. And I think for me, if we look at Chelsea players, obviously you said Cole Palmer there as a key player as well. For me, Arsenal, I look at Gabriel Martinelli. I think his impact against Man City before the international break was brilliant. I feel like the fans needed a lift. The manager needed something different. And when he came on, the buzz around him, he's like a little bee. He was just buzzing around the pitch, picking up the ball, driving with it. And obviously he got his goal as well that did obviously determine the game. Big 3 points. I just feel like when I look at Trossard, Saka, Jesus, Havertz, they're all good players, don't get me wrong, like technically. But I feel they're not goal scorers. I look at Martinelli, he's got the pace to run in behind. He'll get the ball, he's going to drive at his man. He wants to make something happen. And when I look at this game, away at Stamford Bridge, he's got a good record there as well. I feel like if they're catching Chelsea on the break, or they need someone just to put the ball in the back of the net, I feel like Martinelli could be the player that could make the difference on Saturday.
I think what I would actually say is this is the difference between Arsenal this season and Arsenal last season is whether Martinelli starts or Trossard starts, they have the other off the bench. And that's the difference with Arsenal this season. It's the what have they got off the bench? We saw it against City. Every substitution they made had an impact.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference with Arsenal at the moment. They have got, look, it might not remain the same. They might get injuries, but at the moment, they have got impacts off of the bench. And whether it
might be too much.
I think Martinelli starting, then Trossard coming off the bench, you're thinking, oh, that's
it's
but
the
then
level
the
doesn't
other
really
way
drop.
round. It doesn't drop.
It doesn't drop.
It just the energy increases.
Yeah,
because they're coming on a game that's stretched 60 minutes in, 65 minutes in, and then I'd even go as far as to say, you know what, if they do start Havertz, bringing in Eddie,
or Jesus,
or if they or Jesus, it depends. This is the thing that all of a sudden now,
I'm not.
All of a sudden though,
garbage.
We're talking about impact.
5 or 6 players that they can do something.
It's all impact off the bench. Yeah, Nelson. In fact, last season I think in a couple of games came on and impacted off the bench. That all of a sudden they do have impact off of the bench.
Yeah,
and I think that's the difference. Whereas with Chelsea at the moment, with the injuries they still have, do Chelsea have impact off the bench?
Chukwuemeka now he's back.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. It's not as convincing, and it's also not as proven under Pochettino yet. I hear that.
Look, you know what? We're talking Mudryk coming off the bench to face, I'm sorry, but I'm just looking straight away at the 2 centre-backs they've got there and go, I don't think they'll be too phased.
I wouldn't. No, unless you're chasing the game, no.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
Chasing the game, you want Mudryk.
Oh, of course, if you're chasing the game,
just
it's
not
a whole
started,
different.
maybe.
Yeah, and I think, and then we'll do a combined 11 shortly. So, guys, please make sure you're liking the video, subscribing as well for this great content. The interesting one is Bukayo Saka, because Cass, I've been looking at Arsenal, and they're not a one-man team. I think when I watch Arsenal and you say to me, who's the player of the match, I could name Saliba, Ben White, Declan Rice in games, Saka. There's always a variety because they all seem to put in team performances. Saka didn't play against Man City and they still won a big game. Would you start Saka on Saturday if he's ready and available?
If he's fit, then yeah. But if he's not 100%, then no. But who knows? Arteta's the master of lying now. So
do you think he'll be ready?
Personally, I think he'll probably, if he is available, probably bring him off the bench. That kind of, I wouldn't start him straight away.
I'll start.
There's players that won against Manchester City without him in the squad, right?
Have they earned their right to stay
They definitely earned their right to whoever it may be. Maybe it might be a little bit of a change up, but I think they've earned some, especially that Havertz. Jesus was probably their better key tackler.
Playing on the right.
Martinelli coming off the bench and making a statement as well, even though if it was a deflected shot or not. These players deserve a shout, and at least I know they don't have a status like Saka, but I feel like imagine bringing Saka off the bench, you're like, oh crap, here we go.
I think it's, if you look at Arsenal's front 3 now, I could come up with 5-6 different options of how they could play.
Yeah,
whether it be Eddie through the middle, whether it be Kai through the middle, whether it be a fluid front 3 of Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, whether Jesus plays on the right. There's so many different options they have there. But this is Chelsea. It's at the Bridge, right? Chelsea's form going into it is 3 wins on the bounce. If Saka is fit, he starts. If Saka's 80%, he doesn't start. For me, that is how it should be. Look, if you
think your squad's good enough, then you can trust your squad. This is where Arteta's
he's had almost probably a 2.5 week break now.
Yeah, nice.
If there's not an injury there, and it's just it's been a 2.5 week break. If there is an injury there, then you know what? They've proven they don't need him, so they shouldn't rush him back. But it's
gonna be a very interesting.
We can't all of
see.
a sudden, just because they beat City now, we can't all of a sudden switch the narrative.
You say they're better at Saka and all this. No,
Saka is
definitely
a key,
that guy. Influential, big player. Yeah, no, it's very interesting. Obviously, on the flip side, before we do our combined 11, Reece James, people, if you didn't know, is back in training scene today. Personally, I don't think they should start him instantly. I think what you've seen with Reece James already is, he's a muscular player. He keeps getting muscular injuries as well. They need him for the long term. So if I was a Chelsea fan, I'm thinking, do you know what? With the big run of games they've got coming up, play Malo Gusto because he's trusted. He's proven himself so far in the Premier League. And I think himself, he'll want to prove to Pochettino that, I'm ready to play in the big games. So for me, if Reece James is back, keep him on the bench, play Malo Gusto and see what happens from there. But guys, I think it's the perfect time to go into our combined 11. Let us know yours in the comments as well. Please make sure you're liking this video and subscribing. Combined 11, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Be ready with your bombs because there is about to be one.
Well, I'm doing my team based off form, innit?
Right, so
basically, Cass is putting in not car insurance, not bike insurance. He's putting in podcast insurance.
So I don't know how that's relevant.
So hold on.
We'll find out in a sec.
I always have this thing with combined 11. Yeah, there has to be context, right? We just did one, and the recording effed up, right? So
we're going with the same thing.
We're going with the same thing.
Yep.
That we're just gonna say it, and then we can have the debate.
Yep. Right. So goalkeeper, David Raya.
I'm saying Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale's better than Raya.
Okay. So to confirm on that, you're not going with current form.
His form as well. I don't think Ramsdale done much to get dropped.
Fair.
Raya's made more mistakes than Ramsdale.
I'm going Raya. You're going.
I am going with Raya.
Okay. Back four for me. I'm actually going to make this process quick.
Just make it all.
I'm going Arsenal back four. I'm going Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White.
Done.
Lock it in.
You know what? There's one option that has a. The Sassy has a shout for me, but not enough. Not enough.
Do you know what?
No,
and he might be injured, by the way.
No, he's fit.
Oh, he's fit. Yeah. But you know what? Underrated signing.
All right, so we can give ultimately at this point we're giving honorary
honorary shout.
Honorary shout. So we're saying hold tight. You know what?
Well, but he's not in the combined 11.
Gusto's done a good job. Salute. Reece James for me when fit.
Yeah.
One of the best right backs in the Premier League.
Right? But we're sticking with the Arsenal
Chilwell
back
injured.
That's going to go through the whole list now. No,
I'm saying. But no, that's why we're going with
we're going with the back four.
So people
Arsenal actually back five. So we're going with an Arsenal back five. Where it's key here, people, is we're going with the midfield. Now you've got players like Declan Rice, you've got Partey, you've got Enzo, you've got Gallagher, you've got Odegaard to pick from. My midfield three is Rice, Enzo, and Odegaard in the 10. Daps, is yours the same as mine or different to mine?
So mine is based on form and also, I'm sorry, but quality as well. Yeah. Yep. Because there still has to be this thing. This is a big game, right? Yeah, it's great that you've had a good couple of games and whatever, but I need my best players on the pitch as well as form. So I would go with the same, yeah.
Yeah, so right. So me and Daps have gone with Rice, Enzo, and Odegaard in the 10.
I don't know why you're looking at me like that, man. Because
Cass, I want it. You got podcast insurance. You paid for it. What's your midfield free?
We talk about the same crap with Southgate having his favourites and ability wise and all this. You should be playing.
So who's your favourite?
When you go to the World Cup and all this. No, right now. So Rice is mainly being a 6 for me.
Yep.
And I don't think there's an argument that you can't put Rice in the 6.
Right. Who's your 8?
The 8 is another question. We have all these questions over the 8s of Arsenal's. Right now, there's been Havertz. There's been everybody. And it just don't look good at the moment there in that. So I'm putting Gallagher there since he's been playing deeper than further. So anyways.
Oh my word.
Anyways, so no, because we have to give Gallagher flowers. If you're gonna tell me who's in form,
and the flowers are getting no water.
What do you mean? He's been one of their. He's been probably their better midfielders.
You're not having Gallagher over Enzo or Partey in midfield. Right, so have you got Odegaard in your midfield?
Yes.
Right, so your midfield is Gallagher, Odegaard, and Declan Rice.
Yes.
Hold on, where are you? Hold on.
So you're not having no Enzo, no Thomas Partey.
Hold on. Where are you playing Gallagher?
In the 8.
Oh my God! You're not even playing him more advanced. You're playing him more advanced.
Crazy.
Oh my!
No, because are we doing 4-3-3?
We're doing 4-3-3. So you're having Gallagher. The bottom line is you're having Gallagher over Thomas Partey and Enzo in your midfield.
Right now,
there is no way Gallagher's a better footballer than them.
bro.
You're moving mad.
One sec. Let me finish. Let me finish. Yeah. Don't matter. You said Thomas Partey. You're already invalid already. Yeah. He ain't even played this season. Yeah. So if we do this every time we do a combined 11 and we're gonna base off a Billy, we'll have the same combined 11s every single season. Because what's the point of a combined 11?
No. You can take form into.
Do you know why we have to be consistent? Do you want consistency or never a foul? What did we do last time in Liverpool and Tottenham? Huh?
Yeah, no, so
exactly.
nothing.
Exactly. So let's not do that, yeah. So I'm going to be consistent. Gallagher deserves to be in this current combined 11 based off form.
McTominay strolling into this
because
combined 11.
One sec. If you had to choose
McTominay would be here, innit?
Off of international form, but
no, off of last game form.
No, but I'm talking about overall form. So in 8, which we have seen, if you have to compare 8, Havertz has been the main 8 for them. Who are you picking in your 8? Gallagher or Havertz? And be very honest.
I'm having none of them.
No. I gave you an option.
If I had to pick one, I'm picking Gallagher.
Who are you? The combined 11 god.
But I'm not.
Finished.
But how is it? No, because I'm having Enzo and Rice in the midfield.
To have agreed on one.
I'm not going to argue, yeah, that Enzo is...
There's nothing to argue about.
No, because for me, Enzo's mainly played in the 10 behind the striker. So
right, so Enzo played in the 10. Enzo played in the 10 at the start of the season when Chelsea were not getting results. We've had podcasts on Never a Foul saying that we need to see him play deeper next to Caicedo. He has done that and they've beaten Fulham in the league and they've beaten Burnley in the league.
Where's Gallagher look best?
I can't lie, he's been all right when he's been deep and going forward.
No, he's
been
better playing further forward. He's been playing further forward when he's dropped Enzo.
He hasn't looked too bad.
I'm combining 11.
He's been better with Gallagher. He's been better when he's further forward and Enzo dropped.
Caicedo started off with a stinker, yeah, and all that. And overall, he's been getting better. I'm talking overall, yeah. If you're going to compare the 6s that have been playing in the 6, right, it's been, what's it called, Rice. Now,
we said that.
Wait. Overall and form, who's been really better in going forward in the 10, Ødegaard or Enzo? It's been Ødegaard. So I'm going to put in the advance say.
Right.
Recently, Chelsea switched up from the 4-2-3 onto a 4-3-3, which is fine. The left centre
Enzo has been better than
the left centre mid position for Arsenal has been under question all season long.
Can I put one out there?
So Havertz has been in there and Gallagher's been in there. So who am I going to choose?
Can I put one out there?
No,
based on
Enzo,
form?
you're choosing.
Hold on. Can I put another one in the mixer?
Yeah,
based
you can.
On form.
God.
Rice, Ødegaard, Cole Palmer.
He hasn't played in central area, so I like if he played there.
Well, hold on.
We can't throw him in there. We can't throw him in there.
I swear we just said.
Hold on.
Oh, classified. But we've been saying what he's been doing, and you've been nodding whenever I say it. What he's been doing is dropping deep, yeah, making.
But he's not actually played
there.
Though. He's just pick.
Because he has dropped deep and played as a playmaker, technically more than 8
Oh my god,
I can agree with that one, Daps. Come, let's go, man. Have we got that, man?
Oh my god.
You know what?
Therefore, Gallagher's out, Cole Palmer's in.
Let us know.
No. We're not having Gallagher and Cole Palmer.
No way. No. We're not having that.
Arsenal
no. I'm not. I'm saying if you're gonna take, I'm still having Gallagher over.
Oh, this is mental. 27 minutes.
Gallagher has
combined 11. Combined 11s do something to the mind, guys. Make sure you like. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, people. Never a foul. We've got an Arsenal back 5. Midfield, I've gone with Rice, Enzo, and Ødegaard. These that I've gone with.
No. To be fair, I would stick with yours.
Okay,
but
cool.
if I have to do something to get Gallagher out of this team, then I'm going with. If I had to, I would go with
Enzo.
Basically, Cass's midfield is Gallagher. Let's go on to the attack. People.
Oasis brothers.
Front three. I think we'll agree. So I'm just going to go through my front 3. I'm going to go Saka on the right. I'm going to go with Sterling on the left, which is just over Martinelli. And I'm going to go with Jesus down the middle. And again, I don't think any of the strikers have been dazzling, but I'll go with Jesus for the overall profile.
Honourable mention to Raheem Sterling this season.
Yeah.
I'm putting Cole Palmer in my advanced 8 role. And then I would agree with your front 3.
Okay. Can I see your front 3? I think we'll all agree on that.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah?
No, not you. Bun you, bruv. I'm against you right now. I'm with Daps.
So we're playing Cole. So we're playing a midfield of Rice.
You two are.
Rice, Ødegaard, Cole Palmer.
And I'm going Rice, Ødegaard, and Enzo. And then front 3 is Sterling, Saka, Jesus.
If I want to be consistent, then I'm going to put Saka on the right, which is over Cole Palmer. Because I'm going to be Jesus, and I'm going to go Sterling over there because Martinelli and Trossard.
Wow, we actually agreed on one thing, and it was the attack. There you go, people. That's how we done it. This is never a foul in a nutshell. We want consistency, we agree, and we want consistency.
We want consistency. Why is not consistent?
I am consistent.
This guy's not consistent. He changes his mind all the time.
No, you change your mind. That's got in your head with Cole Palmer.
No. On a different basis. Yes, but for consistency, I'm doing me, man.
Exactly, we're all doing me, guys. Make sure you get your combined 11
I wish I could do me.
Guys, make sure you get your combined 11 in the comments, please. It's been a great show. I'm going to go with a Chelsea-Arsenal draw. You're going to go with?
Tonight.
I'm going to, tonight.
There we go. Watch tonight and then watch all the shows this week, and it's going to be a banger. Thank you, and see you on the other side.